there's been quite a lot of rain and it's been such a dry autumn so far, but if you look at the bulrushes there, I could wade up to them with my welly boots on just a few days ago, and now they're really, really deep with just the top bit sticking out the water, and this was just rushes here, and it's just all filled up again now, so that's really good. When it gets really full and the river kind of floods, you can see the floodplain all with water on it, and it just sort of pours over in the far corner over there. It just sort of trickles in, so whenever the river's high, this pond really just gets filled up by it. So this pond always fills up sooner than the other ones, because this little river here, it just goes up the road, up the valley a bit, and then it just splits into loads of streams like a sort of fan. So the water that falls here doesn't take long to get here, and if there's a really heavy downpour, then it takes 2.5 hours for the waters to get here, and after the rain stops it takes another 2.5 hours for the water to go down. But a little bit further down, this river joins a bigger river, and where this river comes from further away, and it takes 12.5 hours for that river to fill up after heavy rain, and then 12.5 hours to go down. So we've got one road that goes that way over that river and another road that goes this way, so we have to sort of time it by the rivers on which road's going to be blocked. Here some of our little woodland paths are underwater, and the river is just bare, so that bit's really, really deep. If I stand in that when it's empty, it's higher than me, so that water is now about 8 feet deep at least, and then it just sort of goes right over the valley there. But in a couple of hours, if it stops raining, it will all just disappear really quickly. Here it's just all sort of spilt over onto our little path here, and it just looks very impressive, but it can get a lot higher than this. It's nice to see little projects like this filling up, and this isn't finished yet. This is like a little woodland valley pond thing, so all of this water from this side of this little woods that's been planted all over here flows into this little pond, and it just keeps it. It's like a little mini, a mini version of the larger permaculture ponds that store water and gradually release it into the water table. So it's really nice to see it filled up, because it's really new, but it's nowhere near finished yet. It's got loads more landscaping to do before I can plant trees on it. But it's nice to, when it gets these storms, to see what it will look like when it's finished. It's really good that the banks held together with all this rain, because building banks just before heavy rain is a bit dodgy, because sometimes they could just get saturated and collapse, but I'm really relieved that that's still there. You can see all the floodplain and the swamp woods all flooded behind. This one's gone up dramatically as well. And like all the ponds here, all of the land is designed to catch the rainwater and channel it into the ponds. So we sort of started off by putting the ponds in the lowest, dampest places, and then just sort of tweaking the landscape a bit so that everything poured towards them. And they do a really good job, so it's, they fill up dramatically when you get heavy rain. And to determine exactly how full it is, I need to see the overflow over here though. So this pond is like completely full, and you always get this sort of build up of sticks and leaves and things around the overflow pipe. So I just kind of remove them every so often, and that just comes down here, and you can hear it sort of coming out through the little pipe over here somewhere. Don't know if you can see it from up there, probably not, but there's sort of here, just here, with loads of water coming out of it, and there's some of the debris that's come out from all the leaves and everything. Okay. And of course this little inlet has been dry for months, and it's now nice and full. So sort of maybe log this branch somewhere. That's up there. That's really, really good. So this has just been totally dry for ages, and it's so nice to see the water returning here. And again, all the little woodland channels and everything all filled up. It's just so nice to see that. It's so good to see this pond filled up. This whole shallow end has been empty for months. So I might even, despite it being raining, I might even take the boat out in a bit, because I haven't been able to get around the islands for ages, and that's fantastic. All the little inlets are all filled up. It's brilliant, because this was, you could just walk on this a few days ago, so it's loads of shortcuts I can't take anymore till next year, but that's just fantastic. All the pond channels are all filled up, and this looks really great. And here, where we're digging another pond channel here to make this into a wooded island, you can really see exactly how full it is. So I know that when the pond is totally full, it would be up to about here. But this is where we were standing to pickaxe, and you can see how deep the water is now. So that's kind of not quite deep enough to get a boat round, although maybe yes, it's getting fuller all the time, but I don't think it's quite full enough to get a boat round the islands, but I could try, because perhaps they're so deep, so possibly. Yesterday there was quite a way to the shore before the boat, so I had to drag it quite a long way, but now it's much nearer. Whoa. So I'm going to go round and see if we can get around the islands, because I just haven't been able to do that for ages, and that would be really good. I mean, I have come out in the pond during the summer, but it just isn't the same if you can't row around the islands, and just the water's been so much lower. Yeah, it's got a bit more to go to fill up properly, but just so nice, and it's really mild today as well. Here's going to be the subtropical garden. I've been doing lots of research and visiting loads of subtropical gardens to see what will grow here. I think I almost worked it out. And then here's some 2 future woodland islands, which is that channel we're cutting out. It's really good to see it so full. So it goes, see if we can get around the channel here. And this is like the edge of the woodland islands here. I've got to put soil on them and plant some trees on the newer bits we've done. So it's possible we might just get like beached and have to kind of reverse. This is a garden island that side, so trees and shrubs mostly. So here is where wasn't water a few days ago. Oh yeah, we get beached there. That's the channel we're digging. So yeah, I can't go any further than that. So I have to reverse, but almost just another inch or two. Should be able to get around it. So just come out back into the deeper water here. So maybe if it continues raining, there's still loads of water coming down across the land. So it could even be later today we can get around it. But I wonder if I can get around this one here. How far around it, because I think that bit's the shallowest bit there of the whole sort of network. This bit here is really deep, and then right behind us there is a little island. I think we might be able to get around that. We should see. Should be able to get around this way. So far so good, and it's about here it starts to get shallow, so it's quite deep there still. Whoa. And yeah, it's quite shallow there, but it's still, oh there we touched the bottom, so I have to reverse it again. I just ask my cameraman to push the side of that island, please. Thank you. That's better. Oh, we're caught on a reef and back into the main pond again. So nearly, very nearly. We're just kind of just dragging along the bottom a bit. But that's good. At least I can get more than we could before. Do a little reverse turn thing here, and then go back to port. So yeah, it's really sort of garden over that way, subtropical garden there. A couple of garden islands, a couple of woodland islands, woodland up that side, and on the bit at the back behind their orchard, so it's got different bits on different sides of the pond, and the pond makes a really good divider for things. Here it's really deep, so even in a really severe drought, you'd always have water in here. It's way deeper than 10 feet. And then here, these are these steep wooded islands, nice and accessible, so it's really good for wildlife and things. So anyway, I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe. And if you press the little me, which is somewhere down there, you can see all my other videos. And if you have any questions, please ask. And I shall see you next time.